One of the other things is our 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 precarity is other people's stability, right? As long as we're precarious, people feel like their life is more stable, right? Because as long as we, like white folks used to say, as long as I'm doing better than the niggas, everything will be okay, right? And a lot of people live like that, and you see it, and it's not just white folks. You will see a lot of folks that had just got here, recently will quickly shit on us to move up, right? Like this dude Austin Chang in Michigan. He wants to run for. He's a Nigerian guy that wants to run for governor, and his way of getting in was to shit on Black History Month, right?
And another comment you made a couple days ago, you said if you took over as governor, you'd cancel Black History Month in this state. Can you explain, your reasoning behind that? I think it's for a lot of people that was shocking to hear someone say that.
Now, so we're all Americans. We come from very different backgrounds. We have Norwegians, we have Finnish, we have Swedish, Polish, German. We have people from African backgrounds in this country. We're all immigrants who came to this country. And so therefore, even including the indigenous American people, the indigenous native people, the people from very different backgrounds, the thing that should unite us is the idea of the American identity, not because of the small group that we come from, because it's polarizing. If we're going to have a Black History Month, then what about a Finnish History Month? What happens to a Jewish History Month? What happens to a Swedish History Month? The list goes on and on and on. But these are all American history. So therefore, I feel that as governor, the way to move forward to stop this division and this polarization that's going on in our community is to forge a single American identity that we can all identify with first. No one is saying you should get rid of your background, and no one is saying that in the middle of that, there's not going to be any Black history being taught or people of that background history being taught. But also, how about Finnish history? How about Norwegian history? How about German history? How about the rest of the people that make up this great and beautiful state of Michigan also having their history being taught in an American History Month, which can encompass all of this? That's my point of view, and I stand by that statement.
And you see a lot of folks who are non descendants, slave descendants from the United States, trying to horn in on our Black History Month. It was for us from the beginning. It always was for us, and everybody's trying to horn in on it.
The thing that should unite us is the idea of the American identity, not because of the small group that we come from, not because of the small group that we come from.
And of course, you got your Pan Africans who are like everybody black, right? Right? So, yeah, that nonsense, right? Like other black people don't believe in tribes and different nationalities and stuff. So a Jamaican can be a Jamaican, and I got to be African. Come on, dude, really? That don't make no goddamn sense.
But he up like Bumbleclad, me know from no Africa, man.
Exactly.
Exactly. He'll let you know. So he'll tell
Yeah,
you what.
exactly. You can't even call a Jamaican Haitian and not get fucked up. You know what I mean?
Nothing.
I mean,
I mean, no from no Haiti, man. Me from Jamaica, man. They'll tell you to fuck up for that shit.
He will,
and they
fuck
should,
you
rightfully
up.
so.
He will fuck you, and rightly so. Yeah, I am who I am. I am who the fuck I say I am. You know, and that's some inside Negro baseball there, Doc. My bad.
No, that's all right. I talked to a dude from Trinidad who was like that too. He said, yeah, I'm not from Jamaica, dude. Don't ever make that mistake.
Yeah.
And he had a thick Trinidadian accent, and I can't begin to do it, but
yeah,
that's what he said.
We get it. Yeah. I mean, all of us make that mistake. As a younger man, I the Caribbean. I don't give a fuck. Now I understand that was rude. All right. So, I mean, but we all live and learn, but, people want us to be everybody but who we say we are. Right. Mm-hmm. Pan-Africanists want us to be more African than we are American. Right. And socialists want us to be more socialist than we are black. Everybody wants us to be something other than what we are. And we're fighting for our identity. We're fighting for our right to be here. We're fighting for our share of resources that we helped build. And we built right? It's a good 75% of what's here, right? If people, for those who don't understand, if you track wealth in this country, you can track all of it back to what we've done one way or another, or something we were like, for instance, the Homestead Act. You can trace it to something that we were left out of that somebody else got, right? So all these things, a lot of these things pivot on us, and it is what it is. People don't like to hear it, but fuck them. All right, Sam, what you got?
Listening to Reset Race, you now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race, you're now tuned in to Reset Race. What? Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Back on the grill again, we grilling them. You're listening to Reset Race. ADOS need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake. Lineage go back to U.S. Southern plantations. Lineage, Jim Crow and mass incarceration. Redline and lynchings. We are old from this nation. You're not about justice if you ain't for reparations. MG the wise one, cousin mother intellectual. Samantha bringing fire, anti-black, we pressing you. No permanent friends and no permanent enemies. The backbone of the country to win. You need our energy. You gon' see. Listening to Reset Race. You now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race. You're now tuned in to Reset Race. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Put them back on the grill again, we grilling them. Back on the grill again, we grilling them. You're listening to Reset Race. ADOS need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.